Oh, there we go. I'll let people in. Thank you.
So we're letting people in here.
Okay,
It's
great.
yeah, but we'll wait a few minutes and
Okay.
fix our hair and stuff. Um, yeah. Oh, what I could share with some early. I have this cool, my old little espresso cup. This is a one person mocha pot.
Don't make it for a crowd of dinner party people.
No, it's just for me. Just for me. Hey Linda, thanks for joining us. And let's see here. I have okay. Hmm. So Linda, we usually wait a few minutes to give some people to a little extra time to log in, and then we'll of course make the recording available, and then you can. I don't want to say watch it again, but yeah, I mean, if you wanted to follow along and stuff like that, because we're gonna have recipes that if you didn't know, so Marguerite does two recipes, and then we
You
follow
added.
with an email newsletter. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, and
Well, you
then
have the puttanesca. Is that the one? No, one of them.
yeah,
Pasta
yeah.
alla puttanesca.
Well,
And the,
we have the two in the box that Lonnie Yell puts together, and
and
one
the
is put together
crostini,
because yeah,
crostini with the salmon and the capers and the pasta alla puttanesca.
and that's her thing, but you're not doing that. But
No.
in the box we include two recipes, and Lonnie L puts that together, and then you come in and you do oftentimes different stuff, which is cool. So actually, they get. I mean, if folks are paying attention, they get four recipes. Um, what time is it?
Oh, we have a helicopter that's flying really low. Can you feel it? We have helicopters coming over our houses all the time because
Interesting.
we're in between two hospitals.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
so we have the life flight
Yeah.
people.
So Marguerite, Linda, just to give you kind of an idea of like what where everybody is. So I'm in the Bay. I'm in Northern California. Marguerite is in Salt Lake City. Jamie, who's the host, is in Toronto,
Oh,
and
wow.
and then Lonnie Yell, who's on the call, she also works with us, and she's in South Carolina.
Oh, I was
So
just there.
none of us are in the one same place. Where are you, Linda? I don't. You have to maybe
I
type it
was
in.
actually in North Carolina. It's close to South Carolina.
Yeah. Well, I was in. We didn't really talk about it too much, but I did this massive road trip. I drove all the way from, say, San Francisco to Miami and back.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
It was in, New York City. Yeah, great. Haven't been to New York in a long time. Miss it. Um, but yeah, I drove all the way. This has nothing to do with Taste Italy or whatever, other than the fact that I did it and I'm the owner of the whole thing. But I drove all the way to Miami and all the way back on I-10 mostly. And I was gone for 5 weeks and
Wow.
2 days. Oh, and Kathy's in Arizona. She says, I passed through Arizona and I stopped in Scottsdale, both going east and going west. And I liked it. I
Yeah,
liked it.
Scottsdale's pretty.
Yeah. I went to this really great kind of outdoor mall. Kathy probably knows it. And it had a great restaurant. Actually, on the lines of she's in Mesa. Okay. I'm not sure how far away I was from that, but um the
That's a
best
long drive.
restaurant, the best meal I had on the trip was in Neptune, Florida.
Hmm.
Neptune, yeah, which is right above Jacksonville Beach. I mean, they're touching. And it was this great Italian restaurant. And I have to be told I got love for all our 50 states, but man, by the time I got to Florida, I needed like a good meal. I
Yeah.
had lost weight driving across because I mean, off I-10, there's not a lot of food options, at least in my opinion. And so my friend Alberto and his friend John, we went to this. they're like, where we should eat, and I just knew because I kind of have like a infrared sort of skill when it comes to Italian restaurants and where to go and where not to go. And I
Yeah,
saw this
yeah.
place. They had like a casual place over here, Salu Maria, whatever. And then they had like a little more restaurant thing on the side, on the right. And I knew it was the same motors. I know exactly how they operate. And I go, we're going to that one. And man, did I eat the hell out of that meal. I was starving.
Oh, you'll have to give me the name. Not that I go to Florida often or
Yeah.
ever,
And
but
it's close to the Georgia border, but a great little
oh,
town,
okay.
Neptune, and what a great little Italian restaurant. Of course, I can't remember the name of it, but it had like a number. It's like 849 or I don't know, something. But anyway, should we start? I don't know. At this
Yeah.
point, people who
All
are
right, tell me.
interested are
Just a,
here. We're small, but we're good. Small group, but good.
okay.
So Linda, oh, I'm sorry, we have Kathy there too. I guess I don't see Kathy. Oh, Terrell's on. Oh, actually, we do have a lot of people. See,
Okay.
I don't really know how to work all this stuff, but anyways, let's get it cooking. So
Okay.
Marguerite, yeah, Marguerite Henderson. If you have not tuned in before, I think this might be our fourth or fifth show. She's
Yeah.
our chef. Every month she goes over what we have in the box, does a couple recipes for us. It usually takes about, I don't know, 20 or 25 minutes. If I do side stories, it can go longer. But so this month, Marguerite, and we had a box of tomato sauce. I say box with love. It's not a great word for it, but that's what it is. And
Yeah.
it's a puree, so it's ready to go. Um, Not seasoned, so you gotta,
Put your
work
own, put your own
work with it.
seasoning.
So
Yeah.
so this month's box was a little bit different in that I basically said, let's just do a puttanesca sauce with this box. Of course, we can do a million things, but the idea was so we have the sardines, we have this tomato sauce, we have the capers, we have the hot peppers, which maybe you can
Yeah.
dangle out at some point. They're really good looking, and because they're full peppers, and then the penne pasta, and I think I'm forgetting one. Oh, the olives, the pitted olives, which are incredible olives, by the
Yeah. They're
way.
really good. So we're going
So,
to use all the ingredients today.
oh yeah. So
Okay.
Mark's going to
So,
take us through a couple of recipes, and she's an accomplished chef, restaurant owner, etc. Okay, take it
uh,
away.
okay. So we're going to use some of the pot. Well, actually, I made the whole bag of pasta, which will serve 4 to 6 people, depending on the serving sizes. So, and we're going to use chicken to sort of make a Mediterranean sauce with all the ingredients. I'm so excited using all these ingredients because I love
Hmm.
using them. So it's anchovies. It's not sardines, but it's anchovies. So um,
Yeah, sorry.
they're from Sicily. So
Yes.
I've got the chicken already. So I love thin cut chicken. So when you buy a chicken breast, it's kind of thick. It's maybe an inch thick sometimes. Cut it in half, like and sort of flatten it out, and then I kind of pound it to make it thin. So you have a thin chicken breast in here.
Hmm.
And we're going to make the chicken seasoned with some Italian seasoning, and which is not in the box. This is my Italian seasoning, but you could
Hmm.
use oregano and basil, whatever you have, on both sides. So the oil is in the pan. It's hot. We're going to sprinkle a little salt on both sides, and then a little bit of black pepper on both sides. So this should sizzle. There you go. We'll do another one. So this is one whole chicken breast, which I've cut in half and then
Hmm.
pounded. Okay. Um, Again, you could probably serve 2 people with one of those.
Hmm.
They're a good size.
Marguerite, I have a question. How
Yes.
do you know that the oil is hot enough?
To sizzle.
Well, yeah, the temperature you want.
Want to heat it for about 2 minutes on medium. Always
Okay.
get your pan hot because what will happen if you don't is that the chicken will stick to it. So we don't want that.
Well, I always had a trick, and I'm not sure this is the right thing to do. You're the pro, but I always used to like flick a little bit of water, and if it sizzled, then I was
It
like, okay,
sizzles, yeah. Whatever works for you.
you don't want to put a lot of
So
water.
it's going to take about, I don't know, 4 minutes per side, but we're going to kind of speed this up a little bit. So you want it sort of golden brown,
Mm-hmm.
and so it doesn't stick. Now this will serve at least 2 people, and this is one good size chunky chicken breast.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a very inexpensive meal. Let's put it that way. So we're going to saute that. We're going to get the sauce ready. Um, so so we have the dried Italian seasoning, kosher salt, olive oil, and a little bit of black pepper.
Salt and
So the
pepper.
sauce is going to be okay in another pan. We're going to use a little olive oil to get that going.
Mm-hmm.
And then some cloves of garlic. Now,
Mm-hmm.
please use fresh garlic. I don't like the stuff that comes in a jar or in a container.
Pre-sliced.
I like it fresh.
Yeah.
You can use garlic salt if you don't have fresh garlic, but fresh garlic just makes it so much better.
Can I just say I have a thing against garlic salt personally, but
Oh, well, then don't use garlic salt then. But I like to use everything straight from the garden.
mm-hmm.
And for people who use garlic that's been sitting in a jar for weeks and weeks, I just don't understand that. So there's that goes in there. Okay. Then we're going to add to that some olives.
Mm-hmm.
These
Which
are
have olive
so
oil
cute.
in it.
There's these little olives, but they have a lot of flavor.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Okay, and then we're going to add the tomato sauce. So we have this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's not seasoned, so you season it any way you want.
Mm-hmm. Well, considering you've seasoned the chicken, so what do you think with this
Yeah,
sauce? What
we
do you
season the chicken, so you don't have to put too much seasoning in the
right?
sauce, but it's got the garlic. You have to have garlic. You've got the
Mhm.
olives. And these are just about done. We'll turn that one again. So they're so thin, they really only take about 4 to 5 minutes to cook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we're going to add some capers to this. And I
Mm-hmm.
love capers. I mean, chicken and capers just seem to be the perfect little combination.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you let that cook, oh, I don't know, 4 to 5 more minutes until the sauce starts to bubble.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, we'll take the chicken off. That is totally done. That is
Yeah,
just so pretty.
that took, I don't know what that was, 4 minutes.
Yeah, that was about, I would
Right.
say 4 to 5 minutes. You don't
Yeah.
have to be just, if you have any question, cut into it and see, but I'm pretty sure this is cooked. So this is going to cook about another 4 to 5 minutes, but time is of the essence here. So we're going to just
Mm-hmm.
put this out. Oh,
I mean,
this is so
typically you
good.
would have let that simmer a little more,
You could let it simmer just a little bit more.
but for the sake of our cooking show.
Okay, and then we want to put some grated parmesan, kind of like a chicken parmesan, but we're putting some grated parmesan cheese. And
Sure.
then I have some fresh basil here.
Mm.
And cut off the stems. Coarsely chop it if you want or not, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know you love garnishing, so this is sort of a flavor and garnish.
This is a great way to garnish. You've got dinner in like 10 minutes.
So that's a main course, or that would be your
Yeah,
meat
and
course.
the other thing, you could almost make this a chicken parmesan. If you want to put some fresh mozzarella on top and just stick it under the broiler, not
Right.
on a plate, but in a pan, and
Sure.
it'll make a beautiful chicken parmesan. So
Yeah. Yeah.
enjoy that. So let me clean this up. So that's one dish. That took what, 5, 6 minutes to do.
Mhm.
And using the tomato sauce, using the capers and the olives and
Mhm.
a little bit of garlic and a little bit of olive oil.
Mhm.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to make is the pasta. The pasta
Mhm.
I've cooked ahead of time. So this pasta and this pasta is one bag of
One
pasta. So
bag. Yeah.
you can see it's enough for 4 people. Okay?
Right.
All right. So we have the pasta already cooked,
Mhm.
pre-cooked, and let me get my recipe here. So I'm gonna use this pan again. So again, we're gonna put a little bit more olive oil in it.
Mhm.
And we're gonna use a little bit more garlic.
Yeah.
Just whack it. Get that skin off. And then if you have a garlic press, you could use that, but I kind of like,
Mhm.
I like to cut my own garlic. Okay, that's sizzling.
Mhm.
And so we're getting started with the olive oil, garlic, the anchovies,
Mhm.
which are the Sicilian anchovies. Now,
Mhm.
I know some people have this aversion to anchovies, but when you put it in something like this, they sort of disintegrate and they kind
Mhm.
of melt a little bit. So you don't see the anchovies, you just have that
Yeah.
little salty, fishy taste
And how many did you put in?
around in there.
How many how many did you put in, Marguerite?
Oh, probably four or five of them.
Yeah.
So I
So you,
finished up this
Mhm.
little container. There was anchovies that I made
Mhm.
for this dish, and now it's
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
So we have enough for 2 different servings. Um, then
But if
we
some,
chopped
what
up
I was
some
going to
onions.
say, what I was going to say is if someone is not into anchovies because that's
You
a
know
part of
what? I
it.
can't hear you because of
Oh,
my
you're sizzling.
sizzling is going
Yeah.
on.
No,
Hold
I
on
mean,
a second.
mhm.
Okay, maybe I can hear you now.
No, I'm just saying that people can put in fewer. That's all. If they're not into the flavor, don't just hit it with one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
not a big deal.
But this is what's giving it the flavor. So
Right.
you want to use the anchovies. And then I'm going to put some of these little red peppers. They're very spicy, so maybe 1 or 2 is all you
Yeah, a little
really.
goes a long way with that.
Yeah. Okay. So we have the tomatoes in there. We have the peppers, and we're just going to cook this until it kind of cooks down a little bit.
Hmm.
And I'm going to add the pasta, which I cooked earlier this morning.
Hmm.
So I'm just going to add that to this.
Hmm.
I mean, dinner in 15 minutes is so
Yeah.
easy. There's no excuse not to cook Italian food, right? I mean,
I agree.
it's probably one of the easiest
Of
dishes
course.
to make. Now,
And
if you want to add something to this other than the tomatoes, you could add some chicken
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
some tuna or salmon. I mean, whatever, just to give it some color and some flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to get this nice and warm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we're going to use some fresh parsley. And I'm going to actually put it back in this bowl.
I'm a big fan of putting the pasta once it's done into a bigger dish and mixing it with the sauce.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. And
this
you
is
know,
something
in
that
Italy,
most
one
people
thing
aren't
that they
doing.
don't do if you ever go there and you'll say, oh, this is not the way they serve it in America. When you are ordering a pasta with a sauce, they bring out the pasta with the sauce already tossed in it. They
Of course,
never, ever put just a dollop of sauce over your
I know.
pasta. So it's always incorporated. It's always part
Yeah,
of the pasta dish. So it's always
yeah,
warm. You know, it's not
yeah.
something you're going to just see a lump of tomato sauce or spinach or whatever on top of it.
Yeah. I
So
mean, when
they
you see
always
it, it
incorporate.
does
You
hurt.
always serve your pasta like this, and in a large bowl or in a, you could put it in a bowl like this and then break it up and put it on a serving plate. But
Mm-hmm.
this is basically how they serve everything, is just one
Mm-hmm.
huge portion.
Yeah,
And please don't put, and they don't put meatballs on their pasta. The meatballs are another course,
on a
believe it or
separate.
not.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so it's not spaghetti and meatballs, it's spaghetti with tomato sauce or bolognese or whatever, and then a
Right.
bowl comes out with the
Right.
meatballs in it. So what we have here is my chicken. I made it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
This is the chicken we made here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the pasta we made here. This is what I made earlier. I made, so this could be your first course, that could be your second course, or this could be dinner one night, dinner another night.
Mm-hmm.
You get the tomatoes in your
Mm-hmm.
box, you get the anchovies, the capers, the
Mm-hmm.
beautiful olives,
Those
and then
are
if you want to,
spectacular
I mean,
olives.
I would just kind of garnish it with some olives too.
Yeah. Of course, those
And
olives are in olive oil.
those olives are so good. They're in
Yeah,
olive oil, and save the olive oil and
of
use it in a
course.
salad dressing.
Oh yeah.
Don't ever throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
So we have one, two, we
Oh, I
have
mean,
dinner and lunch right here.
yeah.
And I
So,
like these mini, these are
mhm,
like mini Roma tomatoes. So,
mhm,
and this is a large. You could use a Roma tomato or you
mhm,
could use the mini tomatoes,
mhm.
whichever you prefer. But use fresh tomatoes in this dish.
Yeah,
And I think you'll love it. So that's,
that's amazing. So, just
we
a
did,
couple of things. So,
yeah.
this is the first time I've ever included anchovies in any box.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I never, and I just sort of like I said, okay, we're just gonna do it, and because I only include tuna actually maybe once a year, but it took me a few years to include tuna because people don't like that, and so I just sort of bit the bullet and threw caution to the wind and said
Yeah.
anchovy, and so there it is.
Yeah. I mean,
And,
I love anchovies on my pizza. I
mhm,
mean, if you go to Italy or Sicily, they will serve you pizza. You can get it with anchovies or
sure.
without. But I love anchovies, and
Hmm.
I don't know why people have this aversion to them. Maybe they're
It's a
too
strong flavor.
crispy, or I don't know, too salty. But
Yeah,
we grew up with pizza and anchovies on
of
Fridays,
course.
right? When you
Yeah, yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
get
yeah,
meat, right? So I grew up with
yeah.
anchovies. It wasn't something I was allowed to say I don't want it. You got it, and you got to
Well,
eat
you
it.
grew up in a time where you weren't allowed to say
I
that.
did. I grew up in a very
Anyone could say anything.
Sicilian house. So, but I just look at the simplicity of this food.
Yeah,
Italian food is simple,
yeah, yeah,
unlike some other cuisines like the
yeah,
French.
yeah.
So
Which you're very familiar with.
I mean,
Hmm.
you can have dinner ready in 30 minutes or less, and
Yeah.
use fresh garlic, fresh tomatoes, fresh basil, fresh parsley. Just buy fresh and or
Yeah.
grow fresh, And I just I have to instill in people who grew up differently and didn't
Right.
have, they opened up a can of this or a can of that.
Hmm.
No,
And the Kathy was
we
asking, of
we had fresh from the garden, fresh from the
course.
vegetable market, So pasta with tomatoes,
Mhm.
chicken with tomatoes and olives, and I love it.
Yeah.
So
And
make
the
it.
idea with the not just this month's box, but every box is that you get several to many restaurant restaurant quality meals,
Yeah.
or in my opinion, better than restaurant quality because whatever, that's a separate discussion. But
Yeah.
um
No, I understand. I mean, I think I was telling you the other day. I live in Salt Lake City, which when I first moved here, they didn't know what real Italian food was,
right.
which was decades ago.
A long we won't say, but it's a long time ago.
We
Yeah.
won't say how long I've been here, but I started teaching cooking classes, and I was teaching Italian cooking. And people say, well, this is not like I'm eating it at Olive Garden. It's not, well, I'm sorry. I saw, or places like that. And I'm
Right.
like, no, because this this is how we cook in Sicily
Yeah.
or Italy, and it's been decades of training these people. We are
Hmm.
now in Salt Lake have more Italian restaurants opening up, and
Yeah.
we just had a Sicilian restaurant open up about a mile away
Mhm.
from me, and I need to go try it. And the
Yeah.
chef is from Catania,
Yeah.
Sicily, and
That's a
he
great.
moved here to introduce a Sicilian food to Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
thinking, gosh, I was like decades before
We've made
him.
progress.
But Sicilian food or Italian food is so simple to make.
Yeah.
And this is like $28 if you go to a restaurant.
Oh, I
So
know. It's
make it at
crazy.
home and save yourself a few dollars
Yeah.
or and
Um,
then enjoy it.
yeah.
But
Kathy was asking
oops,
about,
sorry.
I just wanted to say that these cooking shows are made available afterward. You can watch them again,
Yeah.
follow along, and we put it in the there's a newsletter, and then we put it on our website. We have a media page. You have to go all the way down to the bottom of the website, media page, and you'll see all the cooking shows.
And if anybody
Um,
has any questions, I mean, send them
yeah.
along
Yeah, I
and
don't
I'll
think
try to
anybody
answer
asked the
them.
question today, but well, that's just how we're just so good
Yeah,
that have
it's
any
just
questions.
it's
Um,
simply delicious.
hmm
And
Well, I wish I was in New York
keep it
City.
simple, keep it yummy, keep it fresh. And that's what we're trying to tell everybody is that it's available
Yeah.
and it's easy
Yeah,
to
now
cook.
I got to figure out what's going on in the next month's box. I know everyone's still in March, but I have to think about April and
I know this was a great box. I love that we used all the ingredients that came with it.
yeah.
And
Well,
then
because
added fresh tomatoes
of
along
course,
with, I mean, you could mix this with some fresh tomatoes and you'll have a fabulous tomato sauce.
yeah. Before we go, I just wanted to say again, although I say it occasionally, is that a lot of the things that I include in the box, it's not that you're supposed to eat everything that month, right?
Yeah,
You're gonna
right.
a lot. There's a lot more hot pepper there than you could probably use this
I
month.
think you'd have a
Probably.
hard time trying to figure out how to make all this in one recipe.
Right,
But
right. No,
yeah,
but
I
I mean,
mean,
like some of the stuff, Marguerite, like the peppers, you keep on the counter and
yeah,
you add it to
well,
stuff that as you cook for the
yeah,
rest of the year or
spicy.
whatever.
Yeah, just or
Yeah,
the other thing you could do is just throw them into a tomato sauce whole like this,
that's
and
right.
they will still give off a little bit of heat.
Then you could take it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're not using the seeds where all the
Mhm,
heat is. The seeds
mhm,
are
mhm,
where the heat is. So
mhm, mhm.
just throw in the whole peppers in a tomato sauce, and you'll
Yeah.
definitely get that aroma of, you
Yeah.
know, a, a spicy pepper.
Of course,
And
someone that's enterprising, they could probably put them in. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. They put them in like a little coffee grinder, and you could make a
Yeah.
little. They could grind it like that.
Yeah, yeah. Then you just grind your own. Um, the other thing I do, and I'm not saying that everybody has to do this, but I buy wedges of Reggiano Parmesan cheese, and I
Right.
grate my own because I like
Right.
the fresh tasting
Of course.
from the cheese. I don't
Yeah.
like it sitting in a plastic container for weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
So I grate my own. Get yourself a little grater and grate your own cheese as you need it.
Hmm.
Um, I remember growing up, we always, and my mother always had the grater on a plate with the cheese next to it. And she would
Mm.
always pass that around if people wanted
Hmm.
extra cheese. They would
Hmm.
have to grate their own.
Yeah.
So, but you could put more cheese on that chicken. Like you
Sure.
could put mozzarella on there and make a chicken
Mhm.
parmesan. There's just so many things you could do.
Okay. Well, if anybody
Yeah,
has any questions that
yeah. Let me know.
after that they come later on, you can email us at support at
Sure. Send me the
tastedmonthly.com. Yeah.
questions and I'll answer
Yeah.
them for you.
Yeah.
But so it's springtime. It's time to cook
I know.
fresher foods. I mean,
Mhm.
we're going to start planting our gardens here in Utah. We are so hot right now. It's like 84 degrees
Already.
outside.
Wow.
We had a
Mhm.
very, very, very dry winter. The
Interesting.
the snowpack was very, what, 8 inches maybe, whereas usually about
Hmm.
100,
Oh,
150.
wow. Hmm.
So yeah, skiing wasn't the greatest sport for anybody this year. We're going to have a water shortage for sure this
Mm.
summer. So growing our own, I always grow my own basil, my own parsley, my own tomatoes. Love to go out
Love to
there
go
and
out
just
there and just
clip my
clip
own
my
vegetables.
own vegetables. Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's
Well,
wrap it
let's
up.
wrap it up.
Say
Okay, let's wrap
goodbye
it
to
up.
Wrap it
everybody.
up, buddy.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
Dave and I are
Dave and
going
I
to
are
eat
going to
this.
eat this.
No, I'm getting
No,
an
I'm
echo.
getting
I
an
don't know
echo.
what's
I don't
going
know
on.
what's going on.
We're gonna
We're
sign
going to
off.
sign off.
See you next
See you
month.
next month.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.